What is going on, y'all? My name is Spice, this is Spice Can't Fish, and today we are doing a review style video. Now, if you guys have seen the title already, you know what we're reviewing, but I'll show you anyway. We are going to be reviewing these. These are the Googan Baits Bandito bugs. Now, if you guys have been paying attention in any of my videos, you might have been seeing that I've been using these Bandito bugs a whole lot these past couple of months. That was specifically for this video. I wanted to give you guys a full, unbiased review of my personal thoughts and opinions on the Bandito bug. I remember when they first came out back in like 2017 or something, I went out to my local Dick's Sporting Goods, and I think I spent like $300 on Googan Baits because I wasn't sure if they were going to be around forever. I didn't know how well they were going to do, and I wanted to get my hands on them. Now, after all that time, obviously the Googans have built an empire for themselves. They have made a ton of money, sold a ton of baits. I think right now the Bandito bug is actually the #1 best-selling soft plastic bait on the market. I'm not entirely sure if that's correct or not, but I thought I heard somebody say that somewhere. Now, as you guys can tell, there was a ton of hype about them when they first came out, and there's still a ton of hype about them right now. For whatever reason, they've stuck around. They're one of those baits that has made a huge impact on the fishing industry. I think that partly has to do with the Googans being as big and as prevalent as they are in the industry. I think anything that they would have made would have just immediately taken off, just because they have such a wide fan base and so many people that would be willing to support them. But I also think a big part of that might be because these baits actually work, and they work really well. So I figured I'd use a few of the packs that I had from way back in the day when I stocked up on them, and put them to work, see if I can get some fish on them. So over the past couple of months, I think I've gone through like 6 or 7 different packs of Bandito bugs, a few different colors. I've used the green pumpkin, the blue baby, the Okeechobee craw, the watermelon red, whatever that orange and brown one is. I think it's like Alabama craw or something like that. I've used that one as well. So I figured the best way to actually see if these baits worked and see if they were the real deal was to put them to the test myself. So again, over the past couple of months, I've been working on them, I've been using them, I've been seeing what they're good for, what they're not so good for, their strengths, their flaws, and I think I've finally used them for long enough for where I can actually have a relatively educated opinion on these. But yeah, I'm just gonna give you guys my honest thoughts and opinions on these baits, and y'all might want to stick around because there's actually a giveaway hidden in this video somewhere. But yeah, before we actually get into the whole rating of the bait and talking about what's good and bad about it, and telling you guys my actual thoughts and opinions on it, I figured I'd take you guys out and do a little bit of fishing with it. So I'm actually filming this after I did the fishing. I just went out to a little pond near me for an hour or so, just to see if I can get on a couple of fish. Obviously, I was using the Bandito bug just to show them off for this video, and yeah, we did catch a few fish. I broke off a couple of times. Wasn't a great day of fishing, to be honest, but I figured I'd just throw it in here just so you guys have a couple of fish catches to look at. But yeah, we're gonna hop into the fish catches, and then we're gonna come back over here and talk about my honest thoughts and opinions about these baits. Hope you guys stick around, and really hope you guys enjoy. Alright, y'all, we are down here at one of these little ponds right near my apartment. Just figured we'd come on down here and try and catch a few fish on this Bandito bug for y'all. Now I'm getting bit already. He's got it. No way, first cast. I forgot to hit the record button, so I don't know if you guys saw me actually cast, but 1 cast and 1 fish. That's pretty sick for the old Bandito bug. Nice. We're just using that watermelon red color today. I just dyed the tips of this a little bit orange. I don't know if you guys can see that, probably not, kind of wore off. But yeah, first little fish of the day, nice little chunker. Epic, appreciate you, buddy. Later. Sweet, okay. First fish on the old Bandito bug. We're just starting up along this little shaded bank. There isn't a lot of shade right now, so I tried to find a spot with a little bit of cover and a little bit of shade. And as you guys can see, we've got some wood and stuff out here in front of me, and that just kind of goes all the way up the bank. There's just a bunch of wood and stuff, and then it turns into like a little rocky area over there. So usually there's some fish on that rocky area, but I figured we'd start over here and see if they're up in the shade first. That guy was like right about there. That's where I made the cast. He was right along that line, so it wasn't super deep out, but he wasn't super shallow either. So No way, another fish. Did he drop it? I think he dropped it. Oh. I was not expecting that. I had another one the next cast. Okay. God dang. Sweet. Alright, so while we're walking over to the next spot, I guess I could probably talk about what I like about the Bandito bug thus far. So again, I have been using it for, I want to say 3 months. I used it a little bit a couple of years ago, and then I just never touched them again. I had about 6 or 7 packs that I bought when they very first came out back in like 2017, and yeah, just been kind of sitting on them for a while. Those are actually the packs that we're using right now. This should actually be the last one. And yeah, 4 years later, we're finally putting them to use. So the first thing that I like about the Bandito bug, and I guess something that I like about all of the Googan Baits soft plastics, is they have a great selection of colors. I assume they probably did that because they know that people are going to want to go out and try every single color, and that just means more sales for them. But the colors that they have are actually really well thought out, really well done. They have a little bit of a different spin on a few colors that have been on the market for a while. For example, their Okeechobee Craw is a bit different than everybody else's. I actually like theirs a lot, their Okeechobee Craw color. They did a great job with that. And then other colors like their Blue Baby and their Cinnamon and stuff like that. But they are pretty good looking colors. And that's pretty true for all of the soft baits across the board. Again, I haven't used a whole lot of them. You guys know I don't really use a whole lot of Googan Baits. There's another bite. Oh, I pulled it out of his mouth. Damn it. Yep, that was definitely a fish. Balled up my bait. God dang it. All right, let's try that again. But yeah, I do like their color selection across the board for all their soft plastics. Just looking at them, they look like they have some really good looking colors. I've seen a lot of them just in the store and held them, looked at them. They look like they're some pretty solid looking colors. They also keep coming out with new colors too, which is nice. Like they just released like 4 or 5 new colors for a couple of different baits. And I don't know, I just like a bait with a lot of color selections. A lot of people are just kind of like, oh, if you have a black and blue and a green pumpkin and like a watermelon red for super clear water, then you're pretty much good to, you know, cover all water clarities and water types and whatnot. And that's true, you can definitely do that. But I feel like especially nowadays, if you use just a little bit of a different color than everybody else, like for example, if everybody else is using green pumpkin and watermelon red, you show up with like a blue craw or a blue baby or like a cinnamon or something like that, green pumpkin blue flake, like all these different colors or all these different iterations of colors. If you're just a little bit different, sometimes those fish have not seen that color and it can get them to bite, especially if they're really finicky or the water is really clear. So yeah, really appreciate the color selection that they got going on there. I also like about the Bandito bug specifically, the versatility factor. This bait, which we'll talk about later, but this bait is extremely versatile. I use it pretty much doing everything. I can flip with it, I can punch with it, I can drag it on the bottom like we're doing today. You can use it as a jig trailer, spinnerbait trailer, bladed jig trailer. If you guys haven't tried a Bandito bug or really any beaver style bait on a bladed jig, I would definitely suggest it. Just adds a little bit of bulk to the profile. It has a little bit of action, but it's not enough to like overpower the action of the chatterbait. So definitely a little sneaky chatterbait trailer that you guys might not have tried, but I would definitely suggest it. But yeah, they got the little sizes of these now. They came out with like the junior sizes of a few of their baits, so you'll get even more bites on that. That increases the versatility. I personally haven't been able to try those out yet, but I think they would do great on like a shaky head, Ned rig, again as a jig trailer. I've heard of people drop shotting these, rigging them weightless and fishing them like a frog across the top of the water. Like, you could do pretty much anything you want on these things. Put them on a Carolina rig, you do pretty much anything you want with these baits. Now obviously there's going to be some baits that do one of those things a little bit better. Like there might be baits that are better suited for a jig trailer or better suited for a Carolina rig or something like that. But in a pinch, you could use this for a lot of things, and it actually shines in a lot of different applications, is for what I found. Personally, like I said, dragging it along the bottom like what we're doing right now is my favorite way of fishing it. I fish a lot of small ponds, so these fish see a lot of baits, and I find that they really key in on like craw style imitations, especially this time of year, like the post-spawn summertime. So yeah, absolutely love them for that. They have like a little bit of action, which I find is great for like if you're fishing a pressured pond like this. This time of year you could probably get away with something with a little bit more action, like a rage craw or Kraken craw or something like that, with like a whole bunch of kicking appendages and a ton of action like that. But especially here in Colorado, I've noticed that these fish, well, to be honest, the water doesn't get that warm out here. We have like 3 or 4 weeks a year where it's like 90s air temperature wise, and then it goes down to like 80s, 70s, stuff like that for the rest of the year, which is great. And these fish don't really get very hot, all things considered. It's been a few times where it's gotten really hot out here, and these fish have had like serious fish kills in some of the smaller ponds. But a lot of the stuff like this, especially places like this which have aerators and whatnot that run in them periodically, these fish are pretty comfortable, all things considered. And while you can use a bait that has a ton of action, like again a rage craw, Kraken craw, anything like that that has like a lot of kicking appendages, you can do that. But in a lot of these pressured areas, and a lot of the time when the water's colder, I find that a little bit of a finessier kicking appendage works better than something that flaps a whole lot. Again, this is the time of the year where you would want to throw something with a ton of action. Oh my gosh. Oh, he broke me off? Are you kidding? No. That's not very cash money. Huh. Well, shoot. Oh, I actually can't count. I have 1 Bandito bug after this one. Nice. Okay. Well, we're running through these pretty quick. That is one thing that I don't like about these baits, is their durability. Obviously, these past 2 I've broken off, so it's not really like the bait was not being durable, but I should touch on that. I have noticed that these are like 1 to 2 fish baits most of the time, just for whatever reason. So yeah, just keep that in mind if you are fishing these. You're not really going to get a lot of longevity out of it. Now that being said, these are again those really old plastics, so they A, might have deteriorated a little bit over time, and B, I think the guys over at Googan actually increased the amount of durability in their soft plastics. I'm not sure how exactly they decided to do that or went about doing that, but from what I heard, they have been working on making their baits more durable. So maybe it's different with the newer ones. I don't know. Again, haven't bought any new ones. Haven't bought any Bandito bugs since that first time that I bought them. Actually, I bought like 15 packs, and again, never used them. Gave them to my friend. Oh my god, he has it. Got him. Yeah, that was crazy. That guy came up behind it off the bank. That was wild. All right, so snell hook will still work, confirmed. Sick. Might go through a couple more baits. That's fine by me. Fish number 2 on the old watermelon red deeder bug. All right, buddy, catch you later. Peace. Wow, that bite was aggressive. I was working it and I was gonna actually reel it in a sec, and I just kind of popped it up over this little piece of wood over here, and that guy came out and smoked it. Love that. So that's what I'm saying, is that head just busted open right there. So I'm gonna flip it over. You can usually get 1 or 2 more fish out of them, unless the head is completely tore open, which happens sometimes. But this time it was just the half of the head, thankfully. So we're gonna kind of rig that right back the way it was and get back in there. As y'all can tell, it's pretty snaggy over there. Oh no, this Bandito bug might be gone. Yep. Well, crap. That's kind of unfortunate. I was hoping we could end by putting the Bandito bug in a fish's mouth and not into the side of a rock. But, yeah. Shoot. Okay, well, we're out of Bandito bugs, so I guess we'll just go back home and get right into the review. Alright y'all, if you've made it this far in today's video, you have officially found the giveaway section part of the video. So since today's video revolved around the Googan bait, I decided that I would give you guys away a couple of packs of some different ones. Neither of these are the Bandito bugs. If I was smart about this, I probably would have saved a pack or 2 of Bandito bugs to give away to you guys. That would have made the most sense, but of course I didn't think that far ahead. So we got a pack of the Kraken Crawls in the watermelon red flake color, and we also have a pack of the 10-inch Mondo worms in the plum color. Haven't really used either of these baits all that much. I've thrown the Kraken Crawl a little bit and the Mondo worm maybe once. But yeah, I'm going to be giving away a pack of each of them to one of you guys. So all you got to do is hit that like button first of all. That's going to be the first step. Hit the like button so more people can see the video. Second of all, you have to make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button down below. We're getting really close to 150 subscribers. Actually, by the time this video goes up, we might have actually passed that. But yeah, I do random giveaways like this one, just kind of scattered in between just random videos. And then I also do some bigger giveaways for every like 50 subscribers. So make sure you're subscribed to enroll in this giveaway, but also make sure you're subscribed and you keep watching the videos. So once we do get to 150, you don't miss that bigger giveaway that I do. Like I said, I do a bigger one every 50 subscribers. But yeah, you got those 2 steps, and then you also have to go down below and leave me a comment. Let me know if you have any particular bait that you want to see reviewed on the channel. Like I said, these soft plastics reviews do take a little bit of time, and they are kind of expensive because I want to go out and get a few different colors of each of the packs of worms or baits or whatever it is I'm throwing. But I'm more than willing to do some more of these. I have a couple more baits that I want to do, I have lined up. But yeah, just let me know down in the comment section below if you guys have any baits that you want me to do a review on. But yeah, those are the 3 steps you have to do to enter this giveaway. This giveaway is going to run for 1 week after this video goes live, so whatever day this goes live, it'll be 1 week after that. So yeah, you got 1 week to make sure you get your entries in and see if you can win a few baits. But yeah, let's get right back into the video. Alright y'all, back in my place. Like I said, we only had a couple of catches today. Unfortunately, we did break that one off. If you guys do want to see me using the Bandito bug more, you can obviously just go back on my channel and look at a few of my videos. Again, I've been using them a lot over the past like couple of months or so, so if you guys just go look through a few videos of mine, I'm sure you'll see some footage with them. So yeah, now we're going to get into the review section of the video, and I thought the best way to do that is going to be by splitting it up into different categories like this. So right here, I just got a big old board, and I drew up a little something here just so we can kind of keep track of all the points and stuff that we're giving to the Bandito bug, so we can have a good idea of what the overall score is going to be. For all the soft plastics reviews and stuff that we do on this channel, we're going to split them up into 5 categories. We're going to have a maximum of 10 points for each category. So anyway, we've got this split up into 5 groups. We've got versatility, price, color selection, durability, and catchability, which is just kind of like how well does it catch fish. For each category, we're going to be giving it a score out of 10, which will add up to a total score of 50 points. So just a little bit of background information about the Bandito bug, in case you guys don't know. It's supposed to be a mix between a beaver style bait as well as a cross style bait. Kind of a good cross in between the both of them. As you guys saw when I was out fishing, you can drag these like a crawl, you can put them on a shaky head, you can use them on a flipping rig, you can use them as a jig trailer, you can put them on a Carolina rig. You can do a whole lot of stuff with these baits. They come in 14 colors right now, as well as 2 sizes. Today we'll be obviously concentrating on the normal size Bandito bug. I've not gotten a chance to use the junior sized Bandito bugs yet, but I'm sure if the normal sized ones will work, the smaller ones will work as well. You can find these across the board for about $6 a pack. The 4 inches come in a pack of 7, and the 3.3 inches, which again we're really not going to talk about, come in a pack of 9. So for the first category, versatility, I think this bait is incredibly versatile. I've used it for a ton of different applications. I've used it again as a jig trailer. A bladed jig trailer works really well for that. I've used it on a Texas rig, a flipping rig, a punching rig. I've used it on a Carolina rig. I've thrown them weightless a little bit. I just buzzed them across the top of the water like a buzz toad or something like that. But yeah, I think this is an incredibly versatile bait. No matter where you are in the country, no matter what time of the year it is, I think you could probably get bit on these. So we're going to give this a 9 out of 10 for versatility. Honestly, like I said, this is one of the most versatile baits I've ever used. I wouldn't really use these weightless all that much. I was just something that I was experimenting with, but just about across the board, any other way, you could probably catch fish on these. Next up, we got the price at $5.99 for a pack of 7 or a pack of 9, depending on the size. That's pretty expensive for a pack of soft plastics. A lot of the premium soft plastics out there are going to run you around that $5 to $6 price range. In my opinion, there's better options for the price that will last you longer, or I think there's better options for less expensive that will probably last you about the same and maybe work about the same as well. Now I've seen some really ridiculously priced soft plastics just scrolling through Tackle Warehouse and stuff. A lot of the stuff from Japan is like $15 for a pack of 4 of them, which is just absolutely insane. So we're going to give it a middle of the road grade. Again, it works really well. It's a very versatile bait. So I think that, you know, if you want to spend the extra couple of dollars, this wouldn't be a bad option. But if you're someone who likes to fish on a budget, or you don't fish a whole ton, you don't want to spend a ton of money on baits and stuff, and you don't want to be going through them constantly, I think that there's better places that you can spend your money. Anyway, next we're going to go on to color selection. Like I said, they offer 14 colors right now, and they're coming out with new colors all the time. They just added a couple of colors. When I first started buying them, I think there were like 6 colors, so they've more than doubled the amount of colors that they have in like 3 or 4 years. I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. Solid 8 out of 10 for color selection. Again, there are brands that have 20, 30 colors, and I'm sure Googan will get there with a lot of their soft plastics at some point. But 14 colors is a good range. I think that pretty much will cover just about anything you want. Maybe 1 or 2 more colors in there will just kind of round things out or just give something a little bit different. Anyway, durability is going to be the other main place where this bait doesn't do great. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 for durability. The reason I'm giving it a 5 out of 10 is because they're really not all that durable. You can usually catch like 1, 2, maybe 3 fish on each of them, but anything past that, you're going to have to be getting a new bait. And again, you only get a pack of 7, and they are relatively expensive, so you do run through them pretty quick. It just doesn't seem like it stacks up or adds up for me personally. From what I hear though, they have kind of tried to make their soft plastics a little bit stronger, especially the Bandito bug. They've been trying to experiment with it. And these are old ones, so maybe the newer Bandito bugs are a little bit more strong or a little bit better. But for me personally, from what I've noticed, I don't think that they're super durable baits. Again, you can be really careful with them and catch like 2, 3, maybe even 4 fish on one of them, but past that, I think you're probably just going to have to get a new plastic. And then the last category is catchability. So this one's kind of interesting. It's really just how well does the bait work? How often does it catch fish? How well do I think it catches fish? A lot of the times if you're using a bait for a long period of time, you kind of understand, okay, this works really well, this doesn't work really well. You just kind of get like a feel for the bait. Now for me personally, I think this bait catches fish. I think that while it might be a little bit expensive, if you do have the extra money, I don't think it's a bad option for the price. Again, color selection does kind of help out with the catchability. I think they do have some great colors. Not only do they have a lot of colors to choose from, but they also do have like good colors. Like a lot of colors that they came out with or are coming out with are really good looking colors. They're fish catchers. They work across the board. Like I said, it's very versatile. You can catch fish just about anywhere with it. A lot of the times, pressured bodies of water, these fish really like these baits. They don't have as much action to them, so they're really good for getting through thicker vegetation. You can use them a lot more than you can use your average flappy craw bait, but they also have a lot more action than your average beaver bait. So it's really just kind of the best of both worlds. Alright, if my math serves me correctly, that gives the Bandito bug a total score of 36 out of 50, which is pretty solid. That's let's see, can I do math? 72? That's not bad. 72%. Alright, so the last part of today's review video is going to be putting the Bandito bug up on the board. So yeah, we just have a little sticker, and I'm just going to put it up right here. Again, it was a 36 out of 50, so I am going to put it right just a little bit above the 35 mark. As you guys can tell, this was the first soft plastics review on the channel. I want to do some more of these in the future. They do take some time, so I'll have to be working on them a little bit more. But yeah, hopefully at some point we'll be able to fill this board up with a whole bunch more and be able to compare them. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for me, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Check me back up, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.